Welcome to my Get Behind the Mic voiceover online conservatory, where you get into the virtual classroom with me to make a go of your career as a commercial voice actor, a narration voice actor, an audiobook voice actor, animation voice actor, and more. You know, the opportunities are bountiful today in voiceover, and for me, this is a journey that began about 9 years ago. I only intended to do one workshop in my hometown. That workshop would lead to another, and then to another, and then to another, and then to another, and before you know it, my Get Behind the Mic voiceover workshop was traveling the country, and that would lead to a partnership with SAG-AFTRA, which is the noted union for actors and voice actors, of which I'm a member. And I spent a couple of years working with SAG-AFTRA offices around the country, helping to develop and train and produce demos for voice talent and members. This is an exciting journey. It's a journey that, for me, I would have never imagined. As a young man with aspirations to be an actor and a singer, it was the great Andrew Manzano, and I tell this story many, many times in my workshops. It was the great Andrew Manzano who saw something in me, and Andrew Manzano, one day while I was working on a song in studio, he said to me, "You know, Leonard, I think you make a really good living as a voice actor, and I want to know parts of that." You know, for me, what was voice acting? I knew nobody who did it. Didn't even know what the genre was. But surely enough and cleverly enough, Andrew was able to get me to voice a promo for an artist's album with which he was working on, and that led ultimately to my career in voiceover. And so, interestingly enough for me, I had been doing voiceover work for 4 years in high school, every day for 4 years. Now think about that. So it's something that I had already been doing. And so it's that kind of vision and insight that was pumped into me that I tried to pump into my students around the country. It's gone beyond the theory, it's gone beyond techniques, it's gone beyond tactics. These have been really vibrant, living and breathing relationships that I've built with students. I think that'll come through when you watch some of these sessions, when you watch some of the modules at hand. I fully aim to not only give you the present that voiceover is, but to take you into the future of what voiceover will be. Welcome. I want to talk about the new world order of voiceover today. It's an order today that really has the VO career paired against the VO industry. And I'll talk a little bit about that on full display throughout this series. I think it's important in thinking about where voiceover is headed to understand the difference between the two. I think voiceover at present is sort of this wild terrain where many, many people can enter the field, and you don't have to have this golden voice, or you don't have to have a certain type of voice. So it's really led to an inundation, if you will, of people looking to pursue the various genres within voiceover. But I think voiceover is headed in about 10 years or so. I think you're going to see some elements of artificial intelligence in voiceover. I certainly think that there are going to be more arenas that open up to utilize voice acting. I think you're already seeing, for instance, news stories get voiced. I think you're going to see a number of programs and a number of modules over the years that are newly developed that will get voiced by voice talent. So the opportunities will continue to be there for voice actors, but I think it will be a sort of a new wild, wild west for voice actors. One in which they will actually be creating their own niche markets, one in which self-marketing will be more important than ever before, and one in which you will absolutely need to be business-minded to be a voice actor. Who are you? Who are you? Until you can answer that question. No matter what you learn in this module series, you'll never be the voice actor that you can truly be. So again, I ask, who are you? It's important to know who you are. It's important to know not only your voice type, but your essence, most importantly. It's not about voices today in the market. It's about you. It's about your essence. Who are you? You know, for me, in life, putting voiceover aside, I let my soul do the talking. And that permeates every area of my life. It permeates how I lead my family, how I interact with people, how I travel the various layers and undertakings of life. I let my soul do the talking. And for me, when I'm behind the microphone, that usually develops itself into this wonderful, wonderful, and totally organic smile that takes place. And that permeates every read, regardless of the genre. I hope that you can find out who you are through this series, but more importantly, through some real soul searching. Because that's what it's going to take to separate you from your competition.